programmers. I know it's been long since I posted a video, but today we're back with a new Python programming series, and in this programming series we're going to be talking about graphical user interface development with Python. Now, if you're totally new to Python, you can check out the link in the description. I have a beginner series on Python, but if you've learned the basics of Python such as variable declaration, functions, loops, and the rest, you can continue with this tutorial. Now, for developing of a GUI application, we actually need a module or an interface for accessing GUI development features. And for me, I think the best Python module for developing a GUI application, that's a desktop application, is actually the PyQt. Now, I'm going to be using PyQt5 for this tutorial series. Now, to install PyQt, you can press Windows R on your system, and you can see this CMD here, and we can put OK. If you're on a different type of system, you can just locate your command shell. So what I'm going to type is pip, okay, pip install PyQt5, okay. So once you're done with that, you press enter, and yours should get installing. For me, you can see requirement already satisfied because I already have it on my system. I think it's 5.14.2, okay, so that's the version I have. Now finally, you have to type PyQt, okay, pip install PyQt5-tools. Okay, but you should also get away with this for this first tutorial. We'll soon be using these other packages in the course of our tutorial. So this is another command you're going to run if you want to actually install other packages such as the designers and or the rest. So that will basically have Python install PyQt5 for you. Now, if you're done with that and you want to test out if your installation was successful, you can just type import PyQt5. Now you can see we have the P in uppercase and the Q in uppercase, so you don't get that wrong. And if we run this, you should see we have it all started up fine and good. Now we are going to write a basic hello world application, which is what every beginner Python programming or any programming series actually does. So we're going to start by saying from pyqt5.qt widgets. This is what the cases, okay. So import star, which basically means import all, okay. So we are going to be importing everything from pyqt5.qt widgets, okay. So the next thing we're going to do is to create a class. So I'm going to call this class window, okay, and it's going to be a subclass of Q widgets, okay, Q widget, okay. So these widgets are just basically different kind of tools. A widget can be a button, whatever. So as we've gotten here, we're just gonna initialize it def __ init self, and the next thing we're gonna give is Q widget dot _ init _ self. Okay, so that is great. Now we're gonna set the title of the window. So self dot set window title. Now we're gonna set the title to be hello world. Hello world. I can't type today. So we've gotten that all set out for us. Now the next thing is for us to run this application. So I'm going to say app is equals to Q application, and it's going to take the system argument. So sys.argv. Okay. So we need to import the sys module for that. So import sys, and we have sys.argv and sys.exit. So the system exits only when the app has executed. So app sys.exit app.execute, okay, to exec. So that's great. So in between here, we're going to run the app. So we're going to say win is equals to window, and then win.show. Okay. So let's see if we get away with this. We're creating our first window. Control F5 for this, and you can see window is not defined. Okay, so where is window? Well, we need to create that. Okay, so window, and we'll run this and see what we'll get. So you can see we've got a create fancy little window here. Now if you wanted to write this from scratch without using a module, you might end up having 1,000 lines of code and so on, and having to deal with some stuff which are actually not very necessary. So this is quite very simple. And the next thing I would want us to do is actually create a text here saying hello world. Okay, so I would go back into the code, and what I'm going to do is basically create a layout. Now for Q widgets, we need a layout. So I'm going to say layout is equals to Q grid. So it's a grid, which I will explain in future tutorials. Q grid layout. Q grid layout, and we're going to say self dot set layout to be layout. Okay, which is this one here. So we're setting this the window layout to be a grid layout. So next things, we're going to create a label. So label will be equals to Q label, and label is just going to say hello world, and we're going to say self dot, or we should say layout dot add widget, and it's going to add the label widget, and hopefully we get this running without any problem or issues. So once we run this, wow, you can see we've got the fancy dancy hello world here. So this is actually your first tutorial. We're going to dive into other GUI features such as using of buttons, scroll layouts, stacked widgets for changing pages and so on. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Now if you enjoyed this video and you want to support this channel, you can do so by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and leaving a comment in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer those. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.